Bet on yourself. And don't be afraid to take yourself out of your comfort zone each and every day. You only grow when you're outside your comfort zone. That kind of change then becomes addictive. And when that happens, the sky's the limit.
You can't be successful if you're not passionate, I don't think. You can do well, but you can't be extremely successful unless you're passionate about what you do. There are too many stressors in almost anything. I can't think of anything that you do that doesn't have some stressful factor to it. And if you're not passionate about what you're doing, the stresses will overcome your desire to do well.
People tend to inspire me. I think the first person that really inspired me was my father. I remember very well, I was in high school and we were thinking about colleges and what I wanted to do, and I knew I wanted to go into medicine or law. And so I threw out wanting to be a nurse or a paralegal. And I remember my dad just looking at me sort of quizzically and saying, well, honey, why don't you want to be a doctor or a lawyer? And that was the first time I really thought to challenge myself, and have ever since.
One thing that really inspires me is to see people persevere through adversity. You know, it's not how many times you get knocked down that's important, it's how many times you get back up. And when I see it in sports, when I see it in life, when I see people overcome, you know, handicaps, challenges, and just persevere through the toughest of things, that really inspires me. I'm just so excited about anything women can do that can show how smart they are, how tough they are, and the best thing that could ever happen would be for a woman to be President of the United States.
One of the more prevalent issues around diversity, particularly these days, is about multi-generational diversity. This is probably the first time we've ever experienced 4 generations working alongside one another. That's the perfect opportunity in the workplace to talk about innovation and change, and making sure that everyone understands that they bring something very unique. The way things have always been done is great because it provides a history and a framework. The new ways that we could think about doing something based upon technology are not something to be ignored, but something to be embraced. And it's working together. That's where you find the real value of diversity, is through that interaction and collaboration among all of those generations.
Incorporating a diverse culture is not as overwhelming as people might anticipate. It really just goes and takes the existing tools and the existing programs that you already have and incorporate a more transparency and a more process-oriented approach. Really what diversity does is allows for more development, developing your people at different levels. Every level is going to have different needs. So working with each one of those levels so that there is a collaborative and a cohesiveness between the tools and initiatives that the company is launching and the execution.
I need to give back to this community, and if I can do that and help other women and provide possibilities and opportunities for them through my network, and I can open those doors, I get more back from that than they actually get. And so I think it's inherently a responsibility for a lot of women, and women that have been successful in their careers, to mentor other women that are just starting theirs. And I get a lot of joy out of that.